So there's a particular, first of all, you got to see yourself in the right light. You know what I'm saying? You got to see yourself in the right light. Like, how do you see yourself? Are you trying to attach yourself to people because you want something from them, so it allows you to step in and out of high vibrational energy? Or are you just inherently believing that certain things are how they are, and that's just what it is? Certain things are how they are. So then you want to be combative towards people when they do you dirty, so you could be like, nah, they did me like this, or they did me like that. I don't get in that type of energy. You know why I don't get in that type of energy? There's things, if you ain't never heard the term, some things ain't got to be said. So if you my brother, I shouldn't have to ask you to fight for me, right? If that's just certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like, your family's supposed to be there for you, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We was raised that way. And you was raised that way from every point of whatever elder that was around you. They will repeat the same things. Y'all look out for each other. Y'all protect one another. Y'all hold each other down. Stuff like that. You heard this growing up, even though those things didn't turn out to be true. It wasn't, I don't mean like they're not true. They are true. It's just more about if a person chooses to follow those things, right? So that's what a falsity comes in. People don't listen. So, all right. But let's twist this around a little bit. And instead of you being in that mentality of looking at how, so because people, they ask dumb questions, right? So you ask clown questions, you get clown answers. So a lot of people be like, oh, I won't stay around for this, I won't stay around this. You can't tell nobody how they feel about their family, their friends, or whatever. It's not for you to do. But those particular methods be ways to keep you stuck in that particular energy. It makes you feel good or bad depending on what side they on. One thing got nothing to do with the next. But let's stay focused real quick. So you have this particular type of energy that exists that people have a double awareness on. So the ones that you close to like that, and then if they're willing to step out of that valued feeling that they know about you, that's them. It's only certain energies that you gotta forgive. Because divine did that to bring you into the world, so you gotta find it in you to be stronger than that energy. Right? And not stronger in the way that you're disrespectful, stronger in the way that you comprehend. You know what I'm saying? To where you can, that's something that's a hit you got to learn to take, even though I'll get to that. That's not something I really want to dive deep in. I'll explain that on a whole nother bill. But the point to the matter is, it's not to say why somebody did something to you. That's a description now. That's not like, oh my God, I don't know. Once I know what you do and you're like that, that's how I see you. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I can't see you no other way. I can't be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? That's so-and-so from this. I don't look at it like that. I'll be like, what? That's what you did. So stand on that. You know what I'm saying? I've told people that shit. You ghost me, stay a ghost. You know what I'm saying? I've said shit like that to people, like, somebody, I ain't call out no names, but the female looked at me and treated me indifferent to the value. When she met me, she was all over, you know what I'm saying, all over her brother. But as soon as she seen me down, she treated me like that. You know what I'm saying? And despite other things that I know she tried to do, she still ghosted me. Like, and then I still reached out to her a couple times after that, and she had nothing to say to me. Like, oh, this nigga a bum. I ain't talking to him. He homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So I was like, all right, say less. I'm never going to talk to you again in my life. You know what I'm saying? If I have to, it's going to be to let you know to stay where you at. Lo and behold, whole year and some change later, here come the bat wand, the bat boomerang. They had already came around before, and I blocked them, and I was like, nah, yo, I'm good on you. And then they came back like, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, and I'm like, you're not going to do anything. I didn't say that, but in my head, I was thinking that, like, you're not going to do anything. You're going to go keep doing what you've been doing. You're going to stay away from me because you're not genuine. I don't like non-genuine people. No matter what. You know what I'm saying? No matter what similarities are the values. So, you could tell me some hurtful shit real to my face, and I would appreciate that before, you know, I sit there and accept lies for a person that I'm a, you know, friend, family, foe, lover, that I'm going to be dealing with in some type of title. You know what I'm saying? So, my point is, once you show me that's how you is, that's how I judge it. That's how I judge it. I'm not judging a person. I'm judging the actions. So if you get in a position with me, depending on the circumstance, and you say this is what you're gonna stand on, I'm expecting you to say that. I'm expecting you to do that. You know what I'm saying? That's what you can do. That's what you're gonna do. I'm gonna hold you to that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold you to that as a value. Now that I'm holding you to that, soon as you change 360, whatever y'all want to call it, flip-flop, and you attempt to do something to me, against me, about me, in any part of the scale, whether you think I don't know, like if I'm in a relationship and you think I don't know, no, I know. I'm just letting divine guide me out of it. See, people are brash and rash and built on convenience. So y'all want everything how you feel at that current moment. So if somebody do something wrong, you want to fight, you want to argue right then and there. If something don't go right with you, you want to get revenge right there. You want to stand up, poke your chest out. That's all bravado. That's all ego. One thing got nothing to do with the next. I'm guided by the divine for real. And I had to like train myself on certain understandings. And it wasn't just me doing it. It's literally divine giving me a feeling in my head, something that's taking place, and divine like, don't you move. And it was funny because I remember when I first started like learning these certain things, like I have a very, what you like to call Gumby face. You know what I'm saying? Like my eye go up, both eyes can go up. I can move my ears and all this crazy shit. I can move a lot. Matter of fact, I got dimples. It's just my face just moves a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm expressive. And that's if I really care, you're going to see my expression all over my body. You're going to give me goosebumps and everything. Like, you're going to see that. But if I know something about you and I'm not supposed to say nothing because divine, like, don't say nothing, I'm handling that. You will never know that I know that shit about you. You'll never know. I'm not going to tell you because divine, like, nah. And, you know, sometimes people say this shit all day long. They be like, yo, get out your own way. You be the one bringing stuff on you and all this other stuff. And that should be true. And it's the same thing from when karma comes to people. I can mess around and block somebody's karma. I can block it. So I comprehend that shit. I be like, I'm not saying nothing because I know what you about to get. I know what's about to happen because of what you did. So I'm not about to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, I'll be like, oh, okay, that's your capability. You're capable of doing that to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and depending on the severities of what that is, that will determine if I can have a conversation with you. People get this shit twisted. Like, you think you just gonna go lie, cheat, and steal, stab somebody in the back, be their friend, don't be their friend, be their woman, lie about them, be their family, lie about them, and then think you can come back to a normal, that trust value that was there. No, I trusted you because I didn't think those things you would do. No, I let you be free that way because I didn't think you would do me that way. No, I trust you with my personal information because I loved you as a friend, as a brother. Like, I would have shot somebody in their face over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I care about something, I care about them fully. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really love them, and I know how to separate the values, but I know how to compartmentalize too. And I keep a respect level for what I have these values for. So once you show me that's what you're capable of, that's what you are willing to do to me, to satisfy whatever benefit that you're dealing with in life, that's how I see you forever. How else am I supposed to see it? You know what I'm saying? They have forgiveness. How can I forgive intention? That means you thought about it. You sat down and you thought about it. You was like, nah, this is what I'm about to do to this dude. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm about to do to this girl. So to me, it's not a conversation that's needed at that point. You've already chosen. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even on the higher spectrum, divine, that's a divine way of doing things. I don't have that much sustainable power. I'm only connected to the divine, and I'm learning how to get there. So it's like, you want me to respond to you in a God way. You know what I'm saying? I'm only flesh though, and my flesh gets feelings. So if I seen you, you might have had an effed up past. But when you got with me, I didn't see none of that. You know what I'm saying? I seen what I was into, but then you start slipping into your ways, and all of a sudden you don't even look the same to me no more. Like, you don't even look the same. I'm like, might see you again after what you did and be like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you care for something, you put your own rose-colored glasses on when you care for people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that be that shit when people be like, how you hang with them? Them people ain't no good. I'd be like, shit, that's your perspective. That's my dog. And if you disrespect him again, I'm going to slap you. You know what I'm saying? Like, on some matter of fact, let me call him real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of dude, so. But sometimes I didn't know people was beefing either. And I had friends all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had friends that had problems with each other and they didn't even know they had problems. I was like, shit. But then that get kind of sticky because you don't really know what to do with that. But it's been situations where homies I grew up with, and I don't even deal with them today. Don't even see them today. And they probably would never do it. They probably would never protect my name like that. But I fought for their name because I was around them niggas. I knew they moms. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I knew them for real. Like, so you ain't about to be talking slick, you know what I mean, about what you about to do to this person. And my mom is probably at the grocery store with their mother right now. Hell no. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hell no. Hell no. So my love was always genuine. And then being from New York, that was just a thing that I was born in New York, but I was raised in the South. So that was a thing that always stayed with us. Like, we learned those things being on our block. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a few of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, a couple kids who lived across the street in my mother building. And then we stayed in my great-grandmother house, too, across the street from our building. So we had neighbors in our building. But my great-grandmother had a brownstone. So we would go over there, the whole family. And then we had other people that we was starting out with that was there. I remember seeing them in pictures, you know what I'm saying? So then as you get older, you be like, yeah, I remember those people, but then you move away. So I remember going to the pizza shop with them, going down, because we couldn't go that far. We were so young, right? So they'd be like, you can go down the street to the corner store. That means you cross the street from where the brownstone is, and the streets are small. They're not big. They're not like two lane streets. They're one lane streets, you know what I'm saying? Like one ways. So you would cross over the one way and walk straight down to the end of the block, bust a left, the store right there. It's on the corner. Like, you don't have to go down the block. So we would have to hold hands, walk down the street, stay on the sidewalk, go in the store. When you get down there, they know you. And then you buy what you want, and then they'll watch you walk back down your block. But you never left your block. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if I went and got a piece of pizza and Mishi was outside or Dinky daughter was outside, I'd be like, oh, you want some pizza? It would have to be like that. Or if you had candy or something, you know what I'm saying, you want some? Or you be nice to them. They going across the street. Go cross the street with them. Hold their hand. Y'all go together. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, but who going to cross the street with me? You all right? I'm right here. So then you hold their hand and cross the street. And then you looking both ways. Now you the man because you did the responsible thing. And then the girl, she run in the building. She little. She run in the building. And you looking at your aunt. She like, come on, run across the street. And you run real fast across the street. These was like little nuances that taught you where you was going to go when you got older. It taught you how to handle people. It taught you the level of respect. Like, nah. And yeah, one thing had nothing to do with the next. So if you hungry, I can feed you if I got it. If you thirsty, I can give you a juice or something, a soda. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we walking together, I'm going to look out for you. Like, nah, I'm going to walk you across the street. I'm not gonna, like, it's just certain things that we knew. Don't disrespect elders. It don't matter if you know them or not. Watch your mouth. Like, you supposed to know certain things. And then when we came down south, we would see people do what they do down here called buck. They would buck out, you know what I'm saying? So you see a dude walking down the street, cursing loud, disrespecting the elders. The elders, they shake their head and they close their doors and they go in the house. I remember the elders where I came from, they little and being old and frail. You didn't want to disrespect around them. Shit, your yelling might hurt them. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that activity might just put them in a mentality. So it's like we came up from different comprehensions. Just to see people that look just like you later be like, F that, I don't care, I do what I want. And you're like, yo, what is that though? What if somebody did that to your mother? And now y'all arguing because whatever. So, yeah, one thing had nothing to do with the next, man, but you learn people real fast, yo. You learn the capabilities of people. And that's how you know if you're going to deal with somebody. I don't know how everybody else do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what keep me away from people. If I see your capabilities, if I see you do your brother some type of way, I'm not about to hang with you. Because if you do that to your brother, you do that shit to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, and eventually, even with family, like, if family do you dirty or whatever, eventually, I'll fall all the way back. They won't hear from me, won't see me, none of that. I won't even be thinking about you. I might see you in public and act like I don't see you. Because that's how you treated me last time I saw you, that I wasn't important. So I don't really be caring, at the end of the day. I ain't got no fear for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I just don't be giving a shit. Once you show me what you willing to do, what you capable of, you know what I'm saying? That's where the dynamic starts changing. It's like, damn, you willing to do that to me? To make yourself happy? I thought you cared for me. I thought you loved me. I thought you would protect me when I wasn't there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And see, people get that word protect mixed up. It ain't like you need protection, but if we friends, family, and lovers and all that, just giving you the three, category or the categories of which circumstances can come in. If we're in those bases, then I would expect you to hold your word, right? And if a man or a woman without their word ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to say that you rock with me like that, but then as soon as I'm not there, you did everything you can to make me look bad because of what you did to yourself. What does that say about you? That means that's what you would do to hurt that person, right? You know what I'm saying? That's how far you would go to hurt that person. And me, I'm coming with love. So if you're going to hurt with love, shit, man, you got issues, yo. You got shit you got to fix inside of you. So people ask dumb questions because they never been in genuine characters. That's why people will say, why you do this and why you stay so long. I wouldn't. Yeah, a selfish person would say a lot. They got a lot to say what they won't do. But then you be the first one looking for a circumstance like that for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit be ill, yo. People hold a level of disrespect with them despite what they understand of how they supposed to be because of what they went through in their life. I tell you, most of the world is selfish and was taught that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you start seeing people try to be other than their own culture, then you got a question. Like, yo, why you talking like that? Why you acting like that? Why you walking like that? Like, why is that important? Why you want to go there? Why you want to work with them? Like, why is that your aspirations and stuff? Like, you know the difference in between a person who has a natural talent and then a person who want to get with people who seem powerful. You know the difference. And if you don't know the difference, that means you're not paying attention enough. You got people who come into the world, natural art skills, you can sing, you know what I'm saying? You might be naturally built and ripped up. You might be a natural carpenter, whatever. Like, you might be a cook. You might have a lot of different, God gave you those talents. The Most High gave you those talents. Then you get somebody who say, you know what? I don't like the fact that I can't do what they do, so I'm going to block everything that they do. Who taught you to think like that? When in fact, if that's your kid, if you the steward over their life, how far they go expresses how well you took care of them. Make this shit make sense to me. Make this shit make sense to me. So you can't have a circumstance where you supposed to be the progressor of a situation, and then you sitting there talking about how things is failing around you. That speaks to what you the farmer. You the farmer. You plant the seeds, you're supposed to make sure they go far, but when they start going far, you don't like it. You feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And that's why that energy be on the women so hard, because women speak life. When you give your genuine love to something unconditionally, and you speak life in that, and you want the best for it, you know what that thing think? That it can take on the world, man. Especially when that love be there. And then we like, yo, my woman told me today, and I'll fuck something up if I can't get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's real energy. Like, when you really in love, whether that's your family, your friends, you know, your job, your woman, whatever, you're going to do what you're going to do for that. You ain't going to get something that's great and then be sitting there talking about, I don't really want to be here. I'm just here because. Nah, yo. Those not people who are appreciative of the gifts. Because they get gifts and then look for a reason to pick. Like, how you going, divine sent you something. Perfection is not always based off a straight line. Perfection is based off the characteristics that can suit you. You know what I'm saying? The energy that can suit you, that know how to respond to you. It can think, the capabilities of its makings inside of the human body. Like, the divine know how my brain think. Divine, like, yo, if they say that to that person, you know what he going to be like? He going to say the smoothest, and they going to be like, oh, snap. So Divine's like, I'm putting you and you together. Because it's going to be a good experience to watch you respond, thinking that, and watch this right here make the balance. And then the two of y'all energies just equal out. And then y'all see y'all. Divine sees that. You don't see shit. People don't see nothing. You in the first week and you mad because something don't seem right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how people be like. And then I'm like, yo, this shit crazy. But I see promise, yo. I see promise in some of the youth. I see promise in them. I see them strong. I see them talking with authority. I see them standing on divinity. You know what I'm saying? Almost make your boy heart skip a beat and make me tear up a little bit. I'm like, yo, so we not just going to just die off? It's going to be more strength coming, even that they tried to blind it out and wash it off. Yeah, it's coming. It's still there. So now that you know, divine is working behind the scenes regardless. Regardless. Things going to happen regardless. So I got to play my role. Divine still working. So why wouldn't you keep working? You gotta play your role. Divine out here, like, it don't matter if you don't see me, I'm out here. And you know how you see it? Because you see it, and I be remembering the energy that the youth be in. Like, when I hear them say certain things and I see that energy on them, I remember being that. I remember being right there, like yo, that I felt that. Like, that was familiar. And it just make my heart feel so crazy. I'm like, yo, all praises to the Almighty, yo. All praises to the Almighty. Just comprehend what I'm saying to you. You know what I'm saying? Comprehend what I'm saying to you. If you get in a situation and when y'all get together, y'all both looking outward like this, but y'all cool, that's not a relationship. All right? So you can't, that's not something you want to deal with, because you're going to be mad later in life. You're going to be like, it's no focus while you're on this telling everybody that it's no focus. I ain't going to hold you. Just trying to show you something, though. You dig? NAGA the WISE.